Welcome back to Jack Tales. As you can see, like we told you, we were going to get a little something, and we did. You know, now we don't have to tell you every single time, but we're still going to. Follow us, like us, and subscribe.
Spirit fingers.
So today's episode, we're going to go into one of my favorite subjects. Nerd shit.
Nerd shit. Just
Nerd.
broad spectrum.
Broad spectrum, baby. Mainly video games, I think.
Mainly video games? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know you guys can't see it, but right there is a picture of Seven Deadly Sins, which is one of my favorite animes.
Mm-hmm. And then over there he has good old Venom. Is
Yep.
that Venom or Carnage? I can't.
That's Venom.
Yeah, that's Venom. Yeah, that's right. No, that's Venom with Carnage.
Yeah,
right?
Carnage is above him.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That hurts my neck. And then you got Ruby up there and more Seven Deadly Sins over there.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You got a lot of nerd stuff around here.
Spider-Man, Batman, the Joker. One day we'll give you guys like a little 20-second clip that we'll put on just our Facebook and maybe TikTok. So be sure to follow us on those two because we'll give you a little clip of where we actually record and what it looks like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 TVs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Plus that, we got 13 video game consoles.
A giant arcade game.
Yeah, we got I don't know what you'd call them, like a Raspberry is I guess what people refers to them as, but it's all the old arcade games put together on one dual joystick console with the 2 6-button configurations to play pretty much every arcade game. Pac-Man. His favorite is the NES Soccer.
World Cup. I love World Cup.
Yeah.
By the way, best soccer game ever. No bars hold. Friggin' knock anybody out. It was the greatest soccer game that Nintendo ever came out with. I don't care what anybody says.
You got the ice field.
Yes.
The rock field. Tripping over rocks.
Oh my god, you can knock out players.
Yeah.
No rules. Kick a Super Ball.
Yep.
Kill the goalie. It was fantastic. I love that game so much. Me and my brother used to play that. So, all the time. Just all the time. Nah, man, but I'm playing video games my entire life. It's part of my personality. Never take that away from. In fact, we stopped being friends. I'm not worried about it. I have video games to go back to. In fact, I can play a video game right now, but I'm doing a podcast.
I know, we're doing a podcast. You know what we should do tonight? It's a Saturday night. It's a great night. We could do this one podcast for the week, and we can go down to the Barcade down in Chicago.
Ooh, replay?
Replay at Lincoln
Replay
Park.
was great. If you guys never been, it's Barcade. It's Barcade. For
Not sponsored.
Yeah. What they do is it's an amazing thing. They do pop-ups. I think one year they did a Game of Thrones pop-up.
Yep. Love me some Game of Thrones.
They did Rick and Morty. They did Harry Potter, all that. We haven't been there in a while, but all the arcade games there are free. The only thing you pay for is skee ball.
I think so, yeah.
They have a fantastic drink I love there. It's
That was just for the pop-up, but the drinks changed, though.
No. It was called Salt and Pepper. Like, it was the same thing. It's just that it's a different name every time. But the original name is Salt and Pepper. And it's a jalapeno-infused tequila. And they make it sweet and it's spicy. It burns the back of your throat. Just like...
From nerd shit to let's go get drunk. Have a good night, y'all. Deuces. Jack Tales. I hated everything. 5-minute episode. Bye.
No, but... video games and everything, like I said, I've been playing it my entire life. I've played regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo, N64, PlayStation 2, PS3, PS5, Xbox. Not an Xbox guy. You'll never find me on an Xbox.
In our current setup, so what I call my man cave, and this is just a blocked off area with this wonderful IKEA stuff, as we call it, that I built. We have in here, just for perspective as far as video games go, I have NES, Super Nintendo, N64, Sega Genesis, a couple Xbox X's, a couple PS5s, a full-blown golden tee that you would see like at a bar that takes money, credit card, and has like the internet built into it, a old 1980s sit-down Pac-Man pizza table, like 2-person side-by-side. We have my arcade Raspberry, I'm going to call it, machine that was built. by a friend out in Buffalo, New York, and shipped to me back here in Wisconsin, and that's got 20,000 games on it, and that's probably
lowballing.
Yeah, probably lowballing.
Yeah.
I couldn't read every game on my arcade machine in a day. That's how many games are on there. So yeah, mainly I find myself these days playing Golden Tee a lot. We played Golden Tee the other day for hours, it felt like.
Usually we play it after we're done with the podcast.
Yeah, after podcasts, we usually at least do a couple closest to the pin and at least one 18-hole course.
I mean, if it's raining outside and we can't, or it's dark out and we can't go golfing, second best.
Yep. We got duck hunting here. Duck hunt's great.
Oh, dude,
I love me
duck
some
hunt.
duck hunt.
Dude.
I went and bought a old, whatever you want to call it, box TV for playing duck hunt, and I had to buy it off of eBay. Again, not sponsored.
And that's because the new TVs are freaking crap. I mean, how am I supposed to play how am I supposed to play duck hunt on a brand new TV that will not support duck hunt? This is crap.
I know. It's only duck hunt.
You know?
No, I need a pinball machine or skee ball. Skee ball would be fun.
Skee ball, I don't think you have room for a skee ball.
I mean, I could put one over there, but I'd do some of the gym stuff.
You'd lose some of the gym stuff, and also you'd probably take up your wife's parking spot, and then she'd be pissed.
Nah, just the gym stuff.
Yeah.
I don't use that anymore. Clearly. Dad bod, remember last week's episode?
She ain't going nowhere.
So yeah, we got our cool new sign, and this week we're going to touch on video games. So, I mean, we'd like to hear you guys' feedback as.
Tell us what nostalgic video games, what brings you back to your childhood. Like, let us know. Like
what's your all time? Like, if you could only pick one game, it was the last game you got to play before you died. And specifically, because I already know what category, I already know what game, but be specific. Which I guess.
Do you want system and game?
Yeah, system and game. Which system and which game would you pick for your final game to play?
I would say N64, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time.
I knew it.
Of course you knew it. Dude, that game was revolutionary when it came out. Like, it was like the first true 3D game, big open world adventure, and I've loved the Legend of Zelda series ever since I was a child, and it came out for regular Nintendo. Never beat it because it was crap, because
love it, but it sucks.
Well, that's because you couldn't save. You literally had to run it. If you didn't beat the game and you shut off that power, you started from the beginning, and it sucked.
Yeah, old video games were rough times.
They were rough times. But what would you say your favorite console is? What would you say out of all of them that you've ever played?
So I'm gonna go a complete flip flop here. Contrary to what we've talked about before, and just thinking about it more since we've had that conversation, in the past, I'm gonna go with Sega Genesis.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with
I was
Sega.
not expecting that one.
I'm gonna go with Sega Genesis, and the reason being, I love me some Aladdin. I love me some Sonic.
But they had Aladdin for regular Nintendo.
I know, but
No, they had it for Super Nintendo. I'm sorry, that was my bad.
Yeah, Super. It's probably the console I played the most as a kid because we had it, and then we got N64, and then from N64, GameCube, then Xbox, and PlayStation, and so on, and all the way up to multiple PS5s in my house now. Not because I'm rich or anything, just because I'm lucky and I've won every single one. Literally won. Yeah, five PS5s in this house. All of them were won. 3 Xbox X's, 1 Xbox Halo edition, 1. Yeah, so lucky. Going back to the gambling thing in previous episodes, which still clean, still working on it, doing good. I'm gonna keep going with that.
Only 3 weeks in.
Yeah, give or take. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Sega. There's just a lot of games in there. Super Nintendo would be a close second, along with N64. Nintendo consoles win hands down. Nintendo as a whole beats out Sony and Microsoft around.
And you know what? I 100% agree with that. And the reason why is because there's one thing Nintendo did that all the other consoles stopped doing, and that's because you can still play with your friends at your place.
Yeah.
Everything now, PlayStation, Xbox, all the other ones, they're all online. Don't get me wrong, Nintendo's online too, but you could still have a Nintendo party at your place, which is great.
Is that with the Switch?
Yeah, you can do that with a Switch. And the Switch has games specifically designed for it.
So whatever, just gets their own console in the hand. You sit next to each other and you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the controllers and everything. You can literally like the 2 controllers that go with the Switch. Those are controllers by themselves.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. So you can have 2 people playing.
Oh, because buying the console technically gives you 2 controllers
Yes.
versus everyone else gives you 1. Okay,
Exactly.
I see what you're saying now. Yeah, again, Nintendo has the best games of all time. Anyone who doesn't like Mario doesn't like video games.
No, Mario is pure classic. I mean, look at Universal. Universal came along and they created, Super Nintendo World.
And where's that? Japan?
I think there's one in Japan, and they just built one in California, and I think they're working on one in Florida.
All right. Florida would be good for me.
Yeah.
I mean, not liberal like California.
Mm.
By the
But
way,
no, I mean-
we're going to try and not get canceled today.
Let's think about it. Mario, Donkey Kong, Zelda, Metroid, and then there are probably other games you didn't even hear about. There was Rygar, there was Wolfchild. That was a game.
Was Contra specific to Nintendo, or did that come to other consoles?
I think it eventually went to other consoles. I think maybe it went to Xbox at some point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Contra was a fun game as a kid. Another console that gets overlooked a lot, and I only like it for, what was it, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, I think is what it was, was Dreamcast. Again, going back to Sega. Sega Dreamcast was cool. The controllers were very different and unique compared to other controllers at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like on par with an Xbox controller that we would call today. That's just like real big controller, just fit in your hand. I don't know. I liked it. And then you had the second Game Gear, like if you're going to handhelds. Now, Game Boy Color for me was the most nostalgic. Anyone who the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Flip, and 3DS, all that. No, Game Boy Color and lime green with the little plug-in side light. Boom. I'm golden.
Here, I got
Pokemon Yellow.
I got you on this. True nostalgia right here. True nostalgia. Okay. Game Boy. Middle of the night. Backseat of the parents' car. Trying to play. But you had to time the street lights perfectly every time you drive by.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with my Game Boy Color with my plug-in backlight. The little plug-in. It was like a USB. I don't know what it was called back then, but it was like a USB side plug where it swiveled up and had the bendy little light, and you can light up your screen.
Yep.
Now, I mean, everything's just an LCD OLED screen, or I think both Xbox and PlayStation 5 now have that controller that your phone clicks into it as a controller, and you can remote play your console away from home as long as your console's on.
Really, this is new to me.
Oh, really?
I did not know.
Really? Yeah, it's like a backbone or something. Like a controller, like $100 or $150 is Bluetooth, and you put your phone in as long as your console's on at home and connect it to the internet. You can play any game from wherever you're at in the world.
I know what I'm investing in.
Next time, Jack, tell us we show you stupid shit we buy with our money.
No, what are you talking about? Next podcast, I'm just going to sit here and play video games while you do all the talking.
Oh, I gotta talk. That's not a podcast. Let's listen to Kyle talk shit.
It's technically still a podcast.
But yeah, I mean, so let's go through console based then. So for NES, what would you say your favorite game is on NES?
On NES, so I did love Legend of Zelda, but I would have to say the original Mario.
All right, at least we're on the same page.
It was simplistic. You jump, you hit some blocks, stuff like that. You die.
Woohoo! Here we go.
No, he hadn't done that yet. Yeah, he wasn't there yet.
No?
It was just a bing.
Oh, okay.
Or a ting when you hit the coin and everything.
Okay, all right.
No.
I'm gonna go with the original Mario. Was it Mario or was it Mario 3 that was attached to? I think it was Mario attached to Duck Hunt. I can pull it out. It's right. It's literally right there. It's inside the NES right now. But
no, Mario 3. Mario 3 was the
Fox.
No,
Fox cover. Yeah, where you can fly.
Yeah, it's not a fox.
Squirrel.
Tanuki.
There we go.
Tanuki suit.
There we go. Go fox. You look like a damn fox.
He's not a fox. He's more of a raccoon.
All right, a raccoon. There you go. I'll agree with raccoon. A raccoon. There you go. I'll agree with that. Yeah, like the ears and tail, whatever. So that's on the cover of that one. So I want to say it is Mario 1, dual combo, Duck Hunt for NES. So that's probably my favorite game for NES. Yonoid was another one.
Never heard of that one.
So that's when you were the bunny with the yo-yo, and you'd use the yo-yo, and you poof, and you'd hit the bad guy, and you run through, poof, poof, and you shoot a yo-yo at him and knock him off.
That's almost like the game Rygar I used to play.
Okay.
It was like you're some dude, and actually Rygar was actually revolutionary. It was revolutionary for the regular NES. It was the first game to come out to where, as you killed enemies, you actually leveled up.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a great game. Simplistic. You just had a shield.
So like Doom, because Doom was a computer based, but that would be for like NES at the time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I can behind that.
Here's a fun one. A game that me and my brother never beat. And it was a great game. Maybe some of you guys know it too. Judge Dredd. Never heard of it?
Never heard of it.
They made a movie off of it. Actually, they made 2 movies off of it. One of them starred Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
And it was called Judge Dredd. Absolutely terrible. And then they came out with Dredd, which was just a remake of it. And that was pretty bad too. But the game was fantastic. So the story of Judge Dredd, real quick, just a quick recap off of it, is that you're this judge, you're in a futuristic world, and you're just delivering justice with a gun. That's all you do. That's what Judge Dredd does. And at the very end, you're supposed to fight your clone. It was either a clone or your brother. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was your clone. Or was it a clone of your brother? I don't remember.
Regardless.
Anyway, keep going. Yeah, me and my brother, we made it to the final boss. And what sucked is if you died, you had to restart the entire game.
Oh, man.
And we died.
That's like Sonic for Genesis. I think it's Sonic 1, I'm guessing. It's been a while since I jumped on my Genesis. Thanks to PS5 and modern technology, my phone games like galore, Pokemon Go, stuff like that. Yeah.
We'll cover that in just a minute.
Yeah. But Sonic, you get to the final thing where you're on the ship fighting brain fart here. What's main boss?
There are multiple names. The offensive name is called him Eggman.
Eggman, yeah.
No, it's not Eggman though. Don't ever call him Eggman.
Okay.
That's the offensive way to put it. No, it's Dr. Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik, there you go. So Dr. Robotnik, you get to the end, you're on the ship, and the ship's flying. And you get through the ship, and you beat him, and then it shoots you up into space, and then you got to beat him again. And every time I play that game, every time I have no problem getting to space, I have a problem beating Space Sonic. Space Sonic, every time, it's like, I go there, I got, 3 to 5 lives. I'm like, all right, I got this, no problem. And, it's just like, boom, boom, I got the pattern. It's like, for some reason, I always die 2 or 3 times before I do it. It's like, if I only have 3 lives, restart. No! But yeah, obviously you can tell I like Sonic a lot. So Sega is kind of good for me. Let's jump ahead. Let's go N64. Let's see if we got the same N64 game here. Best N64 game. And I'm curious, the viewer or viewers, I don't know how many we are going to have at this point, what would you say your favorite game is of all time? Comment below and then go each console if you want. Break it down. I'm curious. So we're going to jump to N64 now. We're going to fast forward. We're skipping over Super Nintendo. We're just going right.
That's fair.
Right to N64. What are we going with?
So I would say N64.
You gonna stick with your Zelda?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Zelda's fantastic and will always be my favorite game. I think it trumps all the rest of them. But a close second, Mario 64.
Mario 64. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go complete flip flop here, and I'm gonna go with Blitz.
Oh, Blitz!
Blitz on N64. The boof, boof.
You want to know what's funny? They came out. I remember when they came out with Blitz 2000. I still think Blitz beats it out.
Yeah, Blitz is the best. Blitz 2000, Blitz on the PlayStation, all that junk. The original Blitz on N64. I don't know that. Some close seconds out there, like Mario 64 is good, Zelda's good, Pokemon Snap was good. I think
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium was great.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure Smash Brothers
came out on N64.
N64.
Yep.
So yeah, there was a lot of good games. GoldenEye.
GoldenEye
was great.
Absolutely.
I can't play GoldenEye anymore, so I tried. I have it for N64. I tried playing it, and I am awful at it. Like, I can't get past like level 2. It's so bad. I'm like, just how you move and shoot is just so different than like the first-person shooter games we play now. It's crazy. And then you get like racing games that like would be an arcade, like Cruising World is in every arcade. You go, Cruising
Rush.
World. Yeah.
Rush was another one.
Cruising World, it's so hard to steer. It's like, how are we ever good at this shit? So yeah, N64 for me was, I don't know, probably because it was the first brand new console I remember bought in my house. Like, I don't remember how NES came in my house. I don't remember how Super Nintendo came in my house. I don't remember how Sega or Sega Dreamcast came in my house. We had it, but I don't remember how it was there. I remember N64 Christmas, ripping it apart. I think my brother bought it, or it was my brother's present. I remember it getting ripped apart on Christmas, and it was like,
same for you. Your parents love your brother more, so they gave him an N64.
Probably. I don't know if my brother bought it for me, or if it was bought for himself, or if my parents bought it for me. I don't remember. I know it was Christmas, and N64, like, that was great. And then jump ahead, a couple years in the future. What do we go to?
PlayStation.
Yeah, PlayStation was around the same time as N64.
No, I thought you were saying jump ahead past N64.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the next big console, because we're sticking with Nintendo here, GameCube.
Oh my god, GameCube.
GameCube.
But backtrack back to N64, and it's a game I want to play again. And it was the one game that pissed me off, because it was like the only game I ever played for N64. Maybe you people have played it, I don't know. But let me know if you have. It's called Quest 64.
I think I have that right there in that pile.
We're going to check that later.
Pretty sure I got Quest 64.
But the reason why that game pissed me off is because all the other games, Mario 64, Zelda, give me another one.
Pokemon Snap,
Pokemon
Stadium.
Snap. I'm pretty sure Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Stadium, they all had save files within the game where you could save. Quest 64 did not.
Ooh.
It was the one game out of N64 that I ever played. Maybe there are more. If there are, let me know. Drop them. But it was one, and it was fun too, because you played as a little mage, you ran around, you got magic powers and everything, and it was tough. It was a tough game, but you couldn't save without a memory card, and I never got a memory card. And I was always pissed, and for some reason I loved the game. It was like kind of open world-ish, a little bit, and you ran around and fucking used your little magic wand and everything, and killed monsters, but never made it past a certain point because just couldn't save.
Oh man, I don't know. I hope I don't have that game, because now I'm gonna have a new addiction tonight. Is how fast can I beat this game that I've never played before on a console that is nothing?
I don't even know the extent the game can go into. Like I've wanted to play it for years. I wanted to know the story behind it, and I was a kid back then, so I didn't understand it much. It was run around fucking killing monsters and shit. All
right, let's jump back ahead here. So GameCube. Let's go best game GameCube that you think best three. Give me top three. There's not one. GameCube introduced a lot of new.
Yeah, they did. I would say Mario Sunshine.
Ooh, that's good. That's great.
That was a good one.
That's a great start. I'm not going to copy him, by the way. I'm going to pick my own three, even though I'm probably going to agree with all three of his three.
Obviously, I have to go Zelda. So Zelda Twilight Princess. It was the closest to Ocarina of Time that they made any other Zelda game. In fact, to this day, it's still one of the top Zelda games out there.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. The music was beautiful. The storyline, fantastic. To be honest, it's the only Zelda game where I almost cried at the end because of the ending. I'm not releasing any spoilers, but
spoilers 30 years later.
First time they ever made a princess hotter than Zelda. Let's be honest. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, people. Do not judge. You know what I'm talking about, nerds. Okay? I know what you watched, so do I.
Was it Roger Rabbit? Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Ooh, something like that.
Yeah.
A third one. Oh, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
All right, there it is. I knew that had to come out.
Had to come out. Had to. I mean, the Smash Brothers that they've done over the years is just, they just keep topping. Yeah, they really, really do every single time.
It's so good.
It is.
So, man, you took some good ones off the board there. I gotta give Mario Party an honorable mention.
Mario Party is a pure classic,
it's a game you can play with your friends. You can play all night and you get pissed and steal stars and then not be friends anymore. It's like Monopoly.
And then you just
if you can be friends after a game of Monopoly, you can be friends for life.
No, but Mario Party was a great choice. I mean, like you said, you're not going to be friends, but you're going to come back to your friend's house next week. I'm stealing stars from you, buddy.
Yeah, man. I want to say you took a lot of good ones off the board. I don't have a GameCube, unfortunately. It's on my bucket list to buy one. Just every time I find them, they're just too much money for something that old.
I'm pretty sure I still have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty sure it's somewhere in my house.
I'm going to go... Ooh. This might be N64. I thought there was a GameCube version of Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie is N64.
It's just N64.
Yeah.
Okay.
They came out with a new one, and Xbox took it. It was... I don't remember what it was. I think it was like... Yeah. It was a new version of Banjo-Kazooie, and it was god-awful.
It was awful.
Yeah. Did not do well.
I mean, you really kind of took a... Madden, I guess that was a... They started making sports games. I mean, that was kind of the same time as PlayStation 1, but... And PlayStation 2, but Madden was actually good.
Yeah.
Not like Madden for N64 and Madden for Super Nintendo. I don't know if there was a Madden... It wasn't Madden, it was just football for NES, but... It was actually good because it was a disc version versus cartridge.
Maybe.
And I want to say... Man, you took such good ones off the board.
Well, okay, real quick. While you think of your third one, I got a question for you. Did you ever play a game for N64 called Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
Never even heard of it.
Dude, you gotta play that game. That game was one of the raunchiest games that ever came out. Like there was one scene. There's one part of it where you fight a boss. He's called I think he's called the Shit Monster.
The Shit Monster?
The Shit Monster. And you fight him with toilet paper. You're down in the sewers.
You would lose in COVID.
Yeah.
No toilet paper for you.
No, the shit monster, and he would sing a song, and he was like, he was the great mighty Pooh. It was fan, dude. It was raunchy. It talked about sex, all that.
A video game for kids.
It was definitely not for kids.
This is what's wrong with today's society. They don't get video games like this.
But Banjo-Kazooie, right? It was made by Rare.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they also made Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you ever get the chance to find it and play it. It is disgusting, and it was a great game.
All right. We're going to skip away from GameCube because I feel like you took the games that really come to mind with Super Smash Brothers. And
it's because those are the most...
They were the ones you played. That's what we played. I mean, I'm sure there's 500 other games for the console, but that's just what we played.
Yeah. I mean, mainly probably if we go out and talk to people, those are the games they're going to say.
Let's jump over to PlayStation because there's like 3 or 4 good ones there that we can easily touch on that everyone loved.
PS1, I'm going to tell you right now, the top game for it, you can argue with me, I don't care what the sales were or anything.
Let's hear it.
Tomb Raider.
I'm not... So, Tomb Raider, excellent choice. Twisted Metal, excellent choice.
God, I remember Twisted Metal. Oh my God.
Spyro, excellent choice.
Absolutely.
I think Kingdom Hearts came out for PS1 as well, or was that PS2?
I think that was PS2.
Okay.
That was PS2.
Then you had brain fart. Jump in. There's another one I can't think of right now. It's Crash Bandicoot. That's it. Crash Bandicoot.
Yep, Crash.
Oh my God. Just so many good games. Just boom, 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 and it was like, wow, just so much.
I'm gonna tell. Don't you judge me again, okay?
Judge him. He needs it. Judge him.
Okay, because I've seen it. Okay. Tomb Raider at the end. Everything. I don't care what anybody says. Lara Croft was hot. She was hot as bricks. Okay, there's square boobs and everything.
My whole what would that be like? So we're at 2160p now or something for 4K. So what's that like? 20 pixels back then. I remember getting like a true flat screen back in the day. It was still a box TV, but the screen was flat, and it was like, oh my God, I got a flat screen TV. And it's a true flat, like it was a great TV. It was a flat screen. It's a true flat, and it was great for gaming, right? That was like the big thing for it. And I just go back and I go, wow, we got excited for a flat screen that weighed 90 pounds.
Yeah.
100 pounds.
Big box.
Yeah. Now I go buy a brand new 55-inch TV, and it weighs like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's like this thin.
So hold on, I want to ask people. So comment. I want to know anybody who played Tomb Raider in the original on the original PlayStation. How many of you people went into Lara Croft's mansion and swan dived off her second balcony? I'm curious. How many of you people killed Lara Croft?
We have 5 viewers, and you're asking our 5 viewers about a game that only one of them might know.
When people finally see this, if they ever do, if they make it past the first episode, you know, and they want to make it to this one, I want to know how many of you guys swan dived off the second balcony and killed Laura Croft.
Everybody.
I know I was one of them.
Everybody. So, yeah, I can't really brain fart on PlayStation 1 now. I think maybe jump over to Xbox. I know you're not an Xbox guy.
Yeah.
When I think Xbox, I literally can only ever think of one game, and that is Halo.
Yep.
That was my game.
Goes to.
I know they had Toe Jam and Earl, but that's not really Xbox's game. That was a Sega game first. But that's really the only two that come to mind. I mean, now we're talking, you know, DVD playing, disc playing, video games, a lot better graphics, a lot more technology. So we're getting, you know, better Maddens, better NFL. Yeah, I think NFL Street was PlayStation 1 and 2. NFL Street, where you like fight people when you play 21. That was I think it might have been PlayStation 2.
Oh, I thought of another nostalgia one.
Oh, here we go.
Jumping way back. Way back. One of the most controversial games that ever came out. Okay. I'm pretty sure people wanted it canceled, you know, before cancel culture was even a thing.
Wait, there was cancel culture before 2020?
You remember Eminem? Eminem, they wanted to get rid of him so bad.
Yeah, well, now we want to get rid of him because he's all political and cares about politics instead of just rapping to hurt people's feelings.
Exactly, that's what it is. But like Eminem, but no. Here's one. Okay. Mortal Kombat.
Oh my God, Mortal Kombat! Yes, I have Mortal Kombat for PS5, the new one.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat
but
like 11.
You remember the old graphics? Like they actually use like real people.
Yeah, remember the dude, the guy who come on the side, Yahoo! Then you do like the Liu Kang like splits nut punch and half the life will be down.
Yep. Scorpions, get over here.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's a lot more gruesome now. I like Mortal Kombat 11 for the gruesomeness, but
no.
Yeah, I mean that now we're talking like PlayStation 5s.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could talk PS2, PS3, PS4. I don't think there's any real big game that came out. Any of those that's like, oh my God.
PS3, the big game that came out for PS3. I think it beat out a lot of games. It's made by the same people who made Halo, Destiny.
That was PlayStation 3? Destiny's that old?
I believe so, yeah.
Wow.
If I remember correctly, yeah. Destiny was in PS3.
Yeah, I remember that cheeky, shiny black, as you'd call it, Earth theory shape.
It was an Earth PlayStation.
Yes, Earth PlayStation. Because the Earth is not a globe, it's a upside-down bowl, as he likes to call it.
Yeah, it's PlayStation 3, and the 3 is a backwards E, so it's cursive.
Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, I can't really think of anything in that category. I mean, you had Kingdom Hearts, you had Final Fantasies.
Best Final Fantasy, I think, to this day,
7.
and I think a lot of people agree with it, Final Fantasy X. Final Fantasy X-2, they should have never done that. But Final Fantasy X, great story, great storyline and everything. You know, the gameplay was amazing. Turn-based, not a big fan of it, but that was probably one of the only turn-based games that I really, really enjoyed. There's a huge following for it. There's people that play it still. There are people who do speed runs, all that stuff. And it was, I'm not going to lie, it was a fantastic game when it came out. And I think it was a PS2 game.
Yeah.
I think that was a PS2 game.
You know what console we're missing? You know, thinking about like kind of modern houses? The Wii. The Wii was fun.
I thought it was a cool concept when they came out with it.
I thought it was great. The sports built into it, the sport games, the Wii Sports, where you got to play like the tennis, the bowling, the baseball, or whatever. That was fun.
Yeah. But
definitely,
actual legit games, like Zelda, because Zelda Twilight Princess came out on that one too, and I tried playing it, and I was like, no, definitely not. Give me a regular controller, please.
yeah, I mean, it's definitely got its negatives, but Mario Party on it was fun.
See, but that's the thing, though. I can't really comment. I never really got into the Wii, so I never bought one.
Yeah, we had
the only reason why I ever wanted to buy a Wii, and I think it was when they came out with Wii U, was when they came out with Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. And I never played that, but now they came out with it on the Switch, so now I have it for the Switch. So suck it.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's not a really whole lot of nostalgic games, I feel like, post PS1, GameCube, and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even Xbox X, you have Halo. I love Halo. PS5, you have, Destiny can be played on all platforms, but
Yeah.
what's a really, you still got your Crash Bandicoot, they got Crash
Well,
4 now.
they have a lot of games for PS5 and everything,
But it's games, they're just remakes or sequels to games that have already
exactly
hit their peak, in my opinion.
Like
Hey, PlayStation, Sony, whoever makes Twisted Metal, if you ever watch this podcast, I would really love another Twisted Metal, but like the old Twisted Metal, not the shit you put out on your thing, like a legit Sweet.
Well, the
Sweet
thing
Tooth
is-
was his name, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I remember they came out with a new Twisted Metal.
Yeah, it was bad. I have it.
Yeah,
I have it. I don't.
I heard it was terrible. I heard
It was.
god
It was awful. It was awful. So yeah, a lot of those new consoles, yes, better graphics, a lot more things that come with it. Still have, like I said, 3 Xbox X's, 5 PS5s. Still have them. I have between 20 Xbox X's game and easily 40 PS5 games. Every sports game every year. Got tons of Marvel games because the kids love Marvel games and Lego games and ATV games. But there's not I feel like I gotta play it all the time. Where when we were kids, and it might be because not kids anymore. When we were kids, I felt like I need to play Pokemon, or I need to play Super Smash Brothers, or I need to play Blitz. If you had an N64 and you're in your 30s, and you had an N64 in your house when you were a kid, you were a cool fucking kid.
No, absolutely. You were one of the coolest.
Yeah.
You were the life of the time.
Yes, all your friends came to your house, or because everyone wanted to play Blitz.
Absolutely. I remember after you tackle somebody, you just pile drive them into the ground.
And then, now we got phones in our pockets. They're just like, he's wearing a Team Mystic shirt, Pokemon Go.
FYI, I hate Pokemon Go.
He hates it now.
When it first came out, don't get me wrong, it was a cool concept. I loved walking around, catching my Pokemon, all 150. Except they were just like, hey, guess what? You need to travel the world to catch all 150. It's like, no, I'm poor. I can't do that.
I like Pokemon Go. I played it a lot. I stopped playing probably 4 to 7 months ago. Probably a year ago, we're going to say now. It's probably been close to a year. I like it. It's just, it's so, because you have to go out. You can't just play. It's so much work involved to play the game. So that's why.
Yeah, we're fat. We don't want to walk around.
Yeah, Dad Bods, remember, was that last episode, right? We're only on episode 3, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, this is number 3.
Episode 3, and last episode was Dad Bod. Oh, by the way, speaking of the Dad Bod episode, those Persians, if you live in Wisconsin, go to Quick Trip and buy some Persians. Never had them until last week, and they are fire.
Quick Trip is not a sponsor, by the way, but I will support them 100%.
Yeah, pretty much if you're from Wisconsin, Quick Trip is like our, I guess most people from Wisconsin would call it their heaven.
Yeah.
They're having
That's fine.
I'm pretty sure Quick Trip allows people to get married in there.
Listen, man, after we're done with this podcast, I might run over to Quick Trip and get me some food. I'm starving.
Yeah, I could go for some food for sure. Maybe you get everything there. Again, we're going to stop talking about them because we're not sponsoring them. But we're clearly from Wisconsin, and Quick Trip is a Wisconsin thing. We love it.
Yeah.
It's probably the most Wisconsin thing you can do is go to Quick Trip and, grocery shop and get dinner and get gas, buy a lottery.
That's the thing. Dude, they're just becoming... They're going to take over the world. I'm excited for that.
Wait, what is it? Buc-ee's, right? That big gas station franchise. They're coming up to Wisconsin and they're gonna try and compete with Quick Trip, and I'm just going, I like Buc-ee's. I've been to a couple. It's a great idea, but you're fucking with the wrong franchise. Quick Trip's gonna go, we see you, Buc-ee's. We raised you this, and they're gonna put something in it that you never even thought of. Anyways, back to games. I feel like we're not sponsoring them. I swear, it's just a Wisconsin thing. Damn it, Quick Trip, you're in my head now. We gotta end the show. I gotta go to Quick Trip. Tell the wife I need gas. Come back with food. Oh man.
Well, you're a better man than me. I'd tell my wife I'm going to Quick Trip for gas, and I'd never show back up.
You're not married.
Daddy left 20 years ago to go get gas.
No. Why does Daddy leave? So, you get in a relationship, you have kids with someone, you realize the kids are monsters, and then you leave and go get milk and never come home. Luckily for us, Quick Trip sells milk. Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, I mean, Pokemon Go sucked.
Yeah, I liked it for the longest time. Now I'm going to pull out my phone, which I've never done on this show, but I'm going to tell you because I don't know the game. This has been my go-to game lately is the Grand Mafia and Survivor IO. Don't even know the names of them off the top of my head, but Survivor IO, I don't know. I'm not sponsored. Fun game if you want to download on your phone, do it. If not, whatever. Just kill zombies. Pointless, boring, mindless stuff that's just fun to do.
I mean, whatever game, though, helps you escape the world. The best saying I ever read about video games is, I don't play video games because I don't have a life. I play video games because I choose to have many. And to me, in 100%, when I play a video game, I just get lost in there. That's me. I'm that character. I want to know the story.
Are you stuck on Destiny right now? Or are you stuck on what's it called? The one that you just bought? You play the girl, the bow, arrow.
Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay.
I've been playing that a little bit. I'm jumping back and forth between them and everything. Destiny is a great game. I'll always go back to it. Always will. Lately I've been thinking, because your wife's been hounding me about it. Freaking.
Genshin Impact?
Yes, Genshin. Oh my god.
God.
Don't get me wrong. It looks like a freaking great game.
It's such a fun game, and I'm not bashing them. I play it too, but I feel like it's definitely a pay-to-win game.
Most likely.
You need, because it's such a big game, and it's a great game. It's fun. It's got a lot of content, but to get the wishes and stuff, you have to do so much stuff, and you're limited on what you can get. So you're pretty much dumping money into it, and yes, me and my wife both spent money on the game because we like it, and it's something we play together, and she's a lot further along in it, so yeah.
Well, I mean, and the thing is, the one thing about the game that has pissed me off about it, I'm still pissed about it, but it makes me kind of want to play it, is the fact that I need to level up to a certain point just to play with my friends online. Yeah. I can't stand that. It's I want to play with my friends. That's one reason why I like Destiny. And you can automatically just jump in with your friends if you want.
No, it makes me do the stupid little pre-story to the story.
Yeah, but your friends, I think, can still jump in with you.
Maybe, I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure
it's been a minute since I played Destiny.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a storyline. So.
Yeah, I just do PvP. We do trials now.
No, I don't do that. I hate PvP. If I want to play PvP, I would freaking go back to Call of Duty. No.
I love me some Call of Duty. There's a game we missed out earlier. Call of Duty is a great game.
Yeah. Oh. But we were trying to talk about Pokemon Go for a second.
No. Forget Pokemon Go. We hit consoles. You know what we need to hit before this podcast ends for the night? We need to hit arcade games.
See, that's the thing. I never really played...
You got my whole arcade thing here. You got Pac-Man. I mean, you know Pac-Man.
Of course.
Okay. You know Space Invaders. You know Galaga. You know Centipede.
Yep. Games that we're just terrible at now.
Remember playing the Simpsons game on the arcade?
Yep.
There's Blitz Arcade. I mean, there's just... Yeah, Pinball, Skee-Ball. I mean, it's not really arcade, but you got those. You got, Cruising World, Rush, arcade games. There's just so many.
Dude. Oh, here's
There we go. Now I sparked some.
Pure nostalgia, and you can't deny it either.
I'm listening.
Remember going to Walmart and stuff like that? Remember the arcade games they had there?
Dude, that was we were fucking 10 years old.
Yeah. You don't remember them?
I remember having claw machines in Walmarts and grocery stores, and they had Beanie Babies in them.
You don't remember? Okay, you would go in there, and this Rush and everything. You sit down. They had the shifter and everything, steering wheel, stuff like that. Dude, I love those. I thought that was great. If I could get my hands on one of those
racing machines like that, like a
absolutely, dude, those were great. Gas pedal, brake, all that stuff. They actually had the clutch. I didn't know how to shift. I'm 10 years old, but I'm gonna figure it out.
I'd have to do the Need for Speed one or the
Need for Speed.
That's another game we missed. Yeah. See, as this goes on, none of this is scripted. We don't even pre-plan any of this. We talk 10 minutes before we go and start recording. We say, hey, what are we gonna talk about? And we kind of just literally hash out some ideas, and we just sit down and do this. It might change as we go.
We don't know what we're doing. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, we have a couple lights we bought off of the internet, Amazon. Some stuff we bought from Best Buy,
So when we say work with us, just work with us, okay?
Yeah, like this was just, thank you to Actually, I do want to take a second here. I mean, and this is near an end of the episode and completely random. And I did post on our Facebook, but this actual design, this coin logo, and all this stuff, this exact banner right here was actually made by my neighbor's son who's graduating college this year for, I would call it graphic design, I guess. And I want to say thank you to him because he's definitely helped us out a lot. So thank you, Alex, for creating our logo and helping getting us on our feet. Thanks to Joe Davis for helping us figure out all the technical shit because we're just two old idiots that don't know how to do this. I can plug stuff into TV and get a TV working for you, but when it comes to this, we are... Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Joe Davis. Thank you, all those YouTubers out there who help people like us. Yeah.
Let's put it this way. Let me explain how smart we are. Our TVs are smarter than us.
This is true.
This is very true.
Yes. I can actually turn on my TV from my phone, adjust the volume, everything from my phone. I can actually talk to the girl. We haven't even asked her a question today.
We don't need to ask her.
No, we got to bring her in at some point. You know, let's do it right now. Just because we're talking about her. Alexa, what's the greatest video game of all time? Zelda, Mario.
Immortality, Overboard, and Stray are some of the best games from all time. These games all have an average rating of 10 out of 10 based on a variety of video game reviewers.
Never heard of any of those.
You're wrong, but that's okay.
That's my line.
Then say it.
So yeah, I guess the Amazon girl over there is not so smart today. I'm gonna go with Zelda, Mario, Pokemon.
Absolutely.
Those definitely got to be the three. And I mean, we could Google it, but we're not going to.
Yeah.
If you don't like my answer, go for it. Google it yourself. So yeah, thank you to them. I mean, thank you to the company that's actually out of Illinois that made our coin. I don't know how well you guys can see this sexy coin. And I think now is a good time to flip to decide if we go to Quick Trip or if we go to Taco Bell for dinner tonight. How does that sound?
Okay.
All right. So we haven't flipped this in any of our episodes yet. We're not in a debate, but we need to decide where we're going to go after this podcast. So we're going to do a quick flip here. So this side says my name, that side says his name. Shake it up in the hands. So there's no cheating. And we're just going to get a quick flip and let it land on the table. And I get to decide. And we're going to go to Quick Trip.
That works for me because that's what I would have chosen too.
All right. Wisconsin for the win. Anyways, back to the podcast. A little digression there. We covered video games, pretty broad spectrum. We said we'd touch on a little bit of anime. We talked about Seven Deadly Sins. Talked about RWBY, which is RWBY. Love RWBY. We talked a little bit about, not really anime, but it's anime, Venom and Carnage. So that's Marvel Cinematic Universe. So
I would say
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is coming out sometime this year. Right around... Just came out? Yeah, just came out.
Yeah.
Gotta go see that.
Yeah. What else did they just...
Not a sponsor.
Yeah. What else did they just come out with? What was another comic book movie they just dropped? Ant-Man.
That was a while ago.
Was that a while ago?
That was a while ago. I don't even think that's in theaters anymore. That was a while ago.
I don't pay attention.
So, just like Super Mario Brothers, it's probably just ending its run and coming out of theaters now. That was a good movie.
I haven't seen it.
Terrible nerd, but it's okay.
Terrible nerd. We were supposed to go see it together.
I know.
For your birthday.
I know.
But you took your children instead because they're important.
Yeah, well, there's that. So, if
Who's
you're...
been around longer, me or your children, okay?
My children.
No. How
They've
old
been in me since my...
No.
They've always been there. They were the slower swimmers. Did you know that, right? So I heard, not 100% true.
We don't need to talk about this.
No, this is great. Supposedly, if you're the fast swimmer, you hit the wall and you die. And it takes a lot of fast swimmers to hit the wall, to weaken it, for the slow swimmers to get through and impregnate her. So, if you think you were a fast swimmer, you weren't.
Just so you know, this is a nerd episode. It's technically you're classified as a nerd, so let's go with that.
Useless information.
Science.
Earth is not flat.
No,
I promise you, it's not flat.
Okay, you want to touch anime?
Top 5 animes currently that you watch.
Currently, or top 5 animes like I've watched that are like true nostalgia to me.
Just give me your top 5 in the past 10 years.
Dude, I watched so many animes animes.
I know.
Can't tell you. My Hero Academia is definitely on top of the list. I would say Seven Deadly Sins is another good one. I'll give you that. Granted, I haven't watched the 3rd season yet, so I need to work on that.
Oh my
I still have to watch the 5th season of My Hero Academia.
Oh my god, you're
Yeah.
so far behind.
I know, it's ridiculous. Terrible. God, you're asking me.
All right, I'm gonna jump in. You think?
Okay.
So I'm gonna just ramble off a bunch, not in a specific order, and it's probably gonna be more than 5. But these are, if you're into anime and you haven't watched, these are must watches. If you want to like jump into anime and watch, these are animes I recommend. Definitely go with Ruby, RWBY.
It's a good one.
Definitely go with Seven Deadly Sins. I'm definitely gonna go with My Hero Academia. I'm definitely going with Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer's good.
Death Note's a little bit older. Gonna go with some Death Note.
So
I liked it. It ended terribly, but I liked it.
So dry.
Dragon Ball anything, including Super. Hate me
No.
all you want. Hate
No,
me all you
I
want.
hate you for it.
Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, anything. Dragon
GT,
Ball.
no, do not
Yes,
classify
anything-
GT.
anything
in that.
Dragon
no,
Ball.
Do not. Oh my.
Anything
God.
Dragon Ball. I'm a Dragon Ball guy.
No. I'm a Dragon Ball guy. Dragon Ball Z, I grew up with, but
Yeah.
GT, like I've rewatched it, and it is god awful.
Comparatively to Dragon Ball Z, yes, but it's still
Dragon Ball is better than GT.
Dragon Ball's old.
Yeah, I know, and
So
it's
old.
better than GT. GT was god awful. Dude, it was so bad they wiped it from the canon. That's how bad GT was.
Again, I just like all Dragon Ball. I overall I haven't been that disappointed with any Dragon Ball. I know a lot of people don't like Super.
Listen, okay, I'll tell you this much. You want to watch Dragon Ball Z, and if you don't want to go through all the talking and stuff like that, okay? And a shout out to Team 4 Star. They're another YouTube channel. They do Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm pretty sure they're still up, and they haven't been sued to living hell yet.
Not sponsored by them.
Yeah,
Just
but
dropping
no,
someone that we know that we like.
You know, it's people I watch. They do Dragon Ball Z Abridged. They do a whole bunch of abridged stuff, and I find them to be funny. I think they made Dragon Ball Z better. So Team 4 Star, if you're listening and you catch us or anything, I'm giving you a shout out so people watch you and everything. I love you guys. I think you guys are amazing. But
Man crush going on here. Come on, get to the point. Let's go.
What I'm saying is, if you want to watch Dragon Ball Z and you want to laugh your ass off, watch Team 4 Star Dragon Ball Z Abridged. Just go for it.
All right.
But GT, don't ever put GT.
All right,
in.
fine. We're moving on. You threw me through a loop there. Let's go. Give me some top animes
Top animes.
for you.
Fairy Tail.
Fairy Tail's good.
Fairy Tail's a good one.
By the way, just to piss anyone off, One Piece and Naruto suck.
I would say this: Naruto in the beginning was good,
In the beginning.
but then it started.
Like when we were kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it started
Not
dragging
whatever
on.
season. I think it's finally done now.
It is done. Yeah, it's been done because now
Because they
they're
did
on-
Boruto or something,
Yeah.
which was awful. Couldn't even get through like 3 episodes. Anyways, go on.
Inuyasha.
Oh, Inuyasha. That's OG good.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Um,
Now after Inuyasha, they got I can't think of it. It's his daughter. So
Yeah.
the wife loves that. That was good.
I didn't think it was good.
I liked it.
That was crap. Crap.
All right.
Scrap.
Was it crap?
This isn't even a debate because this is pure opinion based.
Oh, I'm right, Kyle. It was not crap. I like this coin tonight. Continue.
What was another good one?
2 for 2. Is it wrong to pick up girls in the dungeons? Good.
Oh, that's a great one. I'm not gonna lie,
That's
that's
good.
a great one. I haven't watched season 3 yet.
What do you do with your life?
Dude, I flip flop between anime so much. It is ridiculous.
Oh,
I'll
man.
start watching
The
one.
Promised Neverland. That's a must watch.
I started watching that.
That's dark.
I started watching that, and then I don't know. I just felt like it was dry. It was kids screaming.
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. I watched like the first season.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't really fully get into it.
Man.
I'm
Killing.
looking for gore, and you're not giving me gore.
Bleach.
Bleach. I love Bleach.
All right. Thank you.
I got a long ways to go on Bleach though.
Everyone's got a long ways. Bleach.
But
It's such a long series.
It is. I thought it was great. Fantastic. I loved it. Love the concept. Storyline, amazing. No, I would say though. I would say my top anime would be Dragon Ball Z, just because it's pure nostalgia.
I knew it.
It's pure nostalgia. That's
Took
all
him
it
what,
is.
6 minutes? We'll come back to that. It took him like 6 minutes to tell us what his top anime was, and it was something that
Well, you asked for top 10, and I just can't really think of it because I watched so many.
I know. I get it.
You know, like I have things on my watch list that I've been meaning to watch. You know, and
So just talking about like watching, and we kind of touched on like the MCU earlier with the Venom and stuff like that. I will hands down say, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I would say most people would agree with this. Avengers Endgame is the greatest modern movie ever made, hands down. It touched you in all the feels. It brought everyone together. If you're an MCU person and you watched it through, that is the movie. I don't care about box office. I don't care about your Avatar stuff. I don't care about anything else.
absolutely.
Endgame is one movie I can honestly say I've easily watched 15 times since it's come out.
Mm-hmm.
Easily. I just rewatched the MCU in the past month, and I did the whole chronological order thing, which really messed me up, by the way.
Yeah.
Because, that's not how it was released to us. Not sponsored or anything with Disney Plus, but
Or
get
Marvel or anybody.
but get yourself some Disney Plus, and literally, there's so much. You got so much in the MCU that's not put out there. Another thing, speaking of Disney, is Mandalorian. Season 3 ended not
I'm
too
not
long
a
ago.
Star Wars guy.
I know you're
So,
not. I got graded Star Wars up there. I know we talked early
Some
on
people are
about
gonna hate me for this. I'm more Star Trek.
Star Trek sucks.
Star Trek is amazing.
That's another. That's
Well, okay,
that's something we could put for an
I'm-
episode. Star Wars versus Star Trek. That's a good one.
Okay, that's fantastic. But I'll tell you this much about Star Wars. Okay, same story over and over.
That's everything across every board. I mean, you can manipulate the characters, but it's always good versus bad.
Okay. Let's put it this way: for Star Wars, they went Death Star, and then afterwards they went Death Planet, and somehow the Death Planet is bigger than the star. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, you want to go nerd? Okay, that's space, buddy. Okay, you want to criticize me on my whole curve Earth and flat Earth and all that stuff? Okay, stars are bigger than planets. Okay.
They tend to be, yes, just by a little.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's just a name. Calm down. Leave Star Wars alone. We're gonna have that debate, though. That is gonna be a debate. Well, if you like Star Wars or Star Trek or both, I don't know when it's gonna be, but we're gonna have that, and we'll make an announcement because we're gonna do that. We'll make an announcement in advance, so that's gonna be when we're a little bit bigger than our 7 viewers that we've had now.
No.
Thank you to our 7 viewers. Thank you to our 2 followers. We appreciate you. But yeah, I'm going to go with... Jumping from the MCU, I'm going to go to DC now.
Hold on.
They just got...
Before we jump.
Okay.
Best superhero in the Marvel universe.
On what basis? Just all around?
Just who's your favorite superhero?
All right. Anyone who doesn't say Tony Stark, Iron Man, I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's Iron Man. He is MCU. It sucks that he's gone. He is MCU.
Okay, I can agree with you, but I would say best superhero, Spider-Man.
Tom Holland?
No, just any Spider. No,
No, you can't say it.
Peter Parker. Well, no, I don't even mean that. I mean, like, if you're going off a pure comic book, best superhero is Spider-Man.
Oh, off pure comic books?
Yeah.
Not off of actual movies?
No. I mean, because then you're basing it off of Robert Downey Jr., one of the greatest actors.
All right, so if we're going to go off of comics, ooh, man, best MCU. That's tough. Who would have been my favorite? Oh, man.
And if we're going off of comic books, it's not MCU, because MCU
I
stands
know.
for Marvel
Cinematic Universe. I know, it's just Marvel. Would it be wrong if I said Wolverine? Kind of like Wolverine.
I mean,
I kind of like the not 90s. It was probably like early 2000s. I kind of like the early 2000s X-Men shows.
oh my god, I remember those.
Remember like waking up on Saturday and watching X-Men or Gargoyles?
Oh, Gargoyle.
DuckTales. Come on.
Oh, you remember the Spider-Man? The Spider-Man?
Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man. That was good.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
I'm just gonna Wolverine to me. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with Wolverine
Okay.
all the time and
Alright.
Marvel. And then you go to DC and it's. I'm sorry, I'm Batman.
Everybody. Batman.
No, there's Superman guys out there working around. There's
Superman is stupid, okay? I mean, the thing is, like, okay, so I used to watch this one YouTube channel.
I'll pause you. Superman's stupid, but you like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
Goku's stupid.
Goku's retarded.
Oh my god, I don't like you. This podcast is over. This friendship's over. We're done. Go home. You don't get to go to
Goku's
picture.
retarded, but he is my favorite character. I don't care. And I don't care what anybody says. Okay, the mathematics have been done, all that stuff. Superman versus Goku. Superman wins. Don't care what you say.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
He literally like is one hand pressing like 100 quintillion tons and
Yeah, exactly.
in the
He
cartoon
can-
version.
He's moved planets.
Yeah.
Okay? Okay, if I throw Goku into a sun, okay, he will die. If I throw Superman into a sun, he just gets
Comes out stronger.
Unless it's a red. Unless it's a red star.
All right. So DC then. So you're sticking with Batman too?
No, I'm gonna say the Flash.
The
Let's say the
Flash.
Flash.
All right.
And the reason why I like that is because the Flash. I don't know a lot about DC. And let's be honest, I barely know stuff about Marvel, but I know a lot less about DC. Okay, but
I know what the
Flash-
movies told me.
Yeah, yeah. Flash, whenever he's depicted, he's funny. You know, he's got a good attitude, all that stuff. Look, Batman. Oh, I'm dark and broody. My parents died. I'm a bat now. Okay, that's what it is. But no, but Flash, he's funny. He's perverted. You know, he can do things that other people can't do. I think if I'm right, I'm probably wrong, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. I think Flash is the only one who can travel back in time. He's technically faster than Superman. Superman's fast.
I
but
thought
Flash,
Superman beat him in a race. I thought there was an episode where they raced, and I thought Superman beat him.
I think it's because the Flash held back.
All
You know, because you have to remember now they're coming out with, you know,
I sold all my comics, so I can't look through it even try to.
well, they're coming out with Flashpoint, and the Flash literally changed the past. I don't know if you ever saw that when,
Flash is not a guy. I mean,
well, the story is the Flash went back in the past and he saved his mother, ended up changing the entire thing, and that's why they're making Flashpoint, because they're redoing the DC universe and they're going to use James Gunn.
yeah, I know.
You know, and that's what they're doing because they want to restart that. So they're using Flashpoint. And if you've never seen Flashpoint, like the animated series of Flashpoint, it's absolutely amazing.
All right.
Absolutely amazing.
I'll give it a chance. I just, again, Flash isn't something that, like, ever really. It's like Green Lantern. I'm sorry.
No, the Green Lantern was terrible. That was bad. You know,
Even in comics, though.
I used my mind and I.
But even in comics, it's, you know, Aquaman. I know Aquaman movie was good, but Aquaman in comics,
I don't think the movie was that good.
it was okay. It was okay.
It was okay.
My wife got happy.
It's Jason Momoa.
He can eat crackers in my bed anytime. Jason Momoa, if you ever watch this, my wife would appreciate an autograph mailed to her. Her name is Ashton. You can DM us for an address because I'm not putting that on here.
No, I'm joking.
Don't do that. This episode's not airing anymore.
The Flash. I mean, the Flash. You know, his parents died. He doesn't brood over it.
Because he goes back in time. His mom, you just told me.
I mean, hell. I mean, if you watch the Flash series that was made by the WB, you know, freaking, he found his killer. He found his mother's killer. You know, I think the Flash helped with that, and that was like whole Flashpoint thing or whatever. I don't remember what it was, but he's not sitting there brooding. No, friggin' the Flash came along and he became a scientist and all that stuff, you know. And then at the same time, like, he found his mother's killer, you know, who was Reverse Flash. You know, for those who haven't seen it, sorry, spoiler. You know,
Yeah, I'm gonna push him through this because we're probably well over our time, and we might have to do a part 2 on just
you know, but he didn't want to.
Marvel DC
He
stuff.
wasn't trying to kill the Reverse Flash. He was just gonna lock him up, you know. But Batman, he's just like, oh, I'm dark, broody. I'm a bat now. I don't kill people.
Don't use guns.
Yeah, don't use guns. And then in the frickin' new Batman, apparently the new Batman movie, I don't know, he uses guns.
I don't know. It's just like an emo version. I'm not into the new Batman.
No.
I'm not going to talk. I'm going to self-narrate. I'm good.
No.
It was okay. It wasn't my thing. It's like that. Never mind. We're not going to go in and get canceled based off of giving poor reviews to movies that people probably love. So
Rotten Tomatoes doesn't. Why can't I?
because Rotten Tomatoes is critics. We're not movie critics. We're a podcast about anything and
But
anything.
what makes you a critic? You know, criticizing something, I can criticize anything. It makes me a critic.
We're trying not to get canceled for one episode. Can we do this? We're almost there. I think we're going to end this episode there. I think we really need to do a part 2. We're probably well past probably 45 minutes at this point.
Whatever,
it's been a while.
You guys had a good time. You know.
I hope you enjoyed our broad spectrum, but I think we are going to maybe next week just continue this conversation and break it up over 2 episodes for you.
And hopefully we brought some of you guys back to your childhood. You know,
Yeah, there's
back a little bit.
Remember your Tamagotchi? I know you do.
Chia Pets.
Feeding that shit. But on that note, we're going to let you guys go. We're going to log off for the night because I am hungry and Quick Trip is calling our name. It is Jack Tales. All our follows are now going to be in the sign every week. It's real simple. It's at Jack Tales. That's Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and TikTok. All our episodes, as you know, get posted to Spotify first, followed by YouTube, and then we will do links on our Facebook page to them, and then we will do clippets to TikTok and other dumb stuff that doesn't even happen here. That just complete random stuff will just be TikToks that we'll do. So I recommend checking out TikTok too if you have it, if that's your thing. I'm addicted to Reels. So on that note, it's time for us to get some dinner because it is like midnight.
Yeah, probably getting around there.
You got anything for our 7 viewers?
No.
Thank you, 7 viewers.
No. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.
That's his line.